How you doing, YouTube? This is Gunner Research 67 bringing you another YouTube video. Today's YouTube video is going to be on the best bushcrafting tool, knife or camp axe. Alright YouTube, let's get into it. Alright, so what I have in front of you is a couple of knives, a camp axe or a hatchet, and a tomahawk. This topic is a very touchy subject with a lot of bushcrafters. You have almost half of one side of the bushcrafting community says that a camp axe slash hatchet is the best bushcrafting tool, and then you've got the other half that say that the best bushcrafting tool is a knife, specifically usually a large knife. And when I say large, I'm talking about anything that is 6 inches, 6-inch cutting blade or larger. So what I got in front of you right now, just to kind of go over it, I've got a SOG tomahawk. Now, I've got a lot of miles on this tomahawk. I have taken this camping and I've split kindling. I've cut down small trees and saplings. I've sat down there and made feather sticks with this. I've done notches. I've even used the face right here to hammer tent pegs and stakes into the ground. I've done all manner of things with this tomahawk. So right here we have an Istwing camp axe or hatchet. Now I know a lot of people are going to say, hey, you know, that's pretty shiny. That doesn't got a whole lot of scuff marks. Well, the reason being is this is brand new. I bought this about a month ago and I have yet to put it through its paces. But I have used this specific type of hatchet slash camping axe before, but I've never owned one until recently. So, and to me, this right here, this Istwing's camp axe or hatchet is a lot better than this tomahawk. That's another reason why I've upgraded. So, you've got your camp axe. In addition to that, I've got a K-bar. BK Becker BK2. Now, this is a fabulous knife. I love this knife. I've had a couple of over the years, and this is a 7-inch blade. It's 1095 Curavan steel. It has a 3/16 of an inch spine. It's a full tang knife. It's got like a polypropylene type handle. I've got a review on this. It's a fabulous knife. So yeah. And then this right here is a Mora stainless steel version, Garberg. This is a fabulous knife as well. This is one of the rare Mora knives that are full tang, as you can see right there with the pommel. I've also got a review on this and the carbon steel variant of it. Very sharp knife, very durable. An outstanding knife to have. And then over here, to kind of continue with the K-bar theme, this is a K-bar Becker BK2. This is a tank of a knife. It's a 1/4 inch thick spine, full tang, same polypropylene type handle. Really thick, really retains an edge. Alright, so now that I've kind of went over what's in front of you, now what do I think is the best bushcrafting tool? Knife or camp axe? I would say that it depends on 2 factors. One, where you're located. Where are you going to use this at? I would say if you are from the middle of the country all the way down south, I would say most definitely a large knife. A large knife, I can go ahead and do all of the fine skill work that you'll need from a blade, like dressing game, making feather sticks, whittling, making fireboards, cutting rope, all of that stuff, you can do that more proficiently with a knife. Now, if I am at the middle of the country, all the way north, I am going to want to take a camp axe or a hatchet. And the reason being that I have delegated each one to those specific locations is because here in the United States, from about the middle of the United States all the way down to all the southern states, your foliage is more smaller brush, trees. I live here in Florida, like I've said numerous times on numerous videos, and chopping down, blazing my way through the forest or woods or the bush, I can do that with this knife. And this knife, there's plenty of reviews on Facebook. There's literally hundreds of reviews on this specific knife, this Ka-Bar Becker BK7, and this is an outstanding chopping knife. I mean, this bites into wood, it delimbs freaking branches and trees so proficiently because of the blade geometry and the weight of the blade up top. And there's also plenty of YouTube videos of this knife skinning game, doing feather sticks, making fires, cutting rope, anything that you can think of that a knife can accomplish, this knife can do. And then it can also do a lot of tasks that this camp axe can do. So that is my rationale behind taking a large fixed blade knife if you live in the southern part of the United States. Now, my rationale for taking a camp axe or a hatchet if I live in the northern states of the United States is because the vegetation is a lot more thicker, and just like with a knife, there's a lot of things that this does well. I can go ahead and chop down small trees and saplings with this. Hell, if you had to, you could go ahead and chop down a actual good sized tree with this. Now it's going to take you a while, but you can do it with this a hell of a lot better than with this Ka-Bar BK7. Now, also too though, the other caveat to this is that it's going to depend on your proficiency level with these tools, with your knife and your camp axe. Now, me personally, I have sat back and skinned deer with a large fixed blade knife. Now, I would prefer to skin something with a smaller knife like this Mora Garberg. This is definitely a lot better, but between the knife, the large fixed blade knife, and the camp axe, I can skin and dress game way easier with this knife, and I'm much more proficient at it. But I have never dressed any game with a hatchet or / camp axe. Now, there are YouTube videos out there. There are numerous YouTube videos of individuals that go ahead and skin deer with a camp axe or a hatchet. If you just type it into the YouTube search engine, dressing game with a camp axe or hatchet, it'll pop up. There's dozens of videos. So there are people that have that ability to be able to take this hatchet and to skin game. So those are my rationales. That is my my stance on which bushcrafting tool is better. It has two factors, like I've said before: where you're located at and the type of environment you're in, and your proficiency level with your tools. So, all right, YouTube, that's about it. If you like this video, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button and that like button. Please go ahead and share this with your family and friends. In the comments section, let me know what you like, what you don't like. And this is Gunnery Sergeant 67. I'm out.